Welcome to Albion TV presents the AO Daily Show, your source of real news in an unreal world, keeping you up to date on the latest news, events, and the great community of Albion Online. Today is Wednesday, the 7th of April, 2021. I am your host, the Shozen One, and joining me today, as always, the man with more buttons than bags, my co-host, the great, the powerful, the Bogle.
The Bogul, I like it. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. What's up? What's anything? I like the hype introduction, but I'm kind of relaxed today. I don't know about you. It's been other than the ZVZ action and the guild action and the fan art action and Shozen, I think I'm wrong. I think there's actually a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, Bogle. There is a lot going. We had a lot on Monday. We did our Community Monday. We went through some of this stuff that we'll be going through today, but not in very much detail because we had so much fan art. We had so much community stuff. We really had a lot to talk about on Monday. There's always stuff to talk about in Albion, and we're going to be going over a bunch of that today and a little bit in more detail than we did on Monday. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. We've been watching the ongoing fights on our ZVZ war reports as Sun is really trying to take first place from Mudhouse. And I got to tell you, it's kind of entertaining. It's pretty much, it's going right now. The war is on, Bogle.
Yeah, it's I think Robin said it in the ZVZ show earlier. He's happy that it's a quote unquote competitive season that seem to not have the impending leader or the winner of the season predetermined by the largest, most powerful group at the time. So it's maybe a good season ahead. We are still 4 weeks out since the start only. So we still have 2/3 of the season left, which is a long time.
It's there's a lot of time left for these guys in Sun to make up the ground and catch Mudhouse. They've already surpassed Black Order, which was the guild that we were told was going to win the season ahead of the season.
Who
But they got off
Can
to
you
a
reveal
rather
your
slow
sources?
start. Huh? Well,
Can you reveal your sources on that? Who has told you that? Did Black Order tell you they were going to
Black
win?
Order told me that, yeah.
Oh.
As well as members of a couple of other groups that I'd rather not say.
I see. Okay. I mean, you have to protect your sources, don't you? Mm.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Like when they're wrong.
Oh.
Like, I don't like throwing my sources under the bus. They all try to be correct, and things change. Those smoky rooms do get so full of smoke that they often choke and can't hear what's being said.
Right.
And that might have been the situation this last time, as it does appear that they were wrong. And while Black Order is still trying to take first,
And they still have all the chance.
They have a chance. It's still there, but they're currently allied with the number 1 guild, which means that 50% of their season points are going to go to them. How many people are in that alliance right now? How many groups? Like, how many guilds do we have?
Informer for our Articuno Mortis X2.
Okay.
And Sun is just by themselves. Best solo guild.
Yeah. So yeah, half their points go to each other at this point because they're splitting them. Sun, best solo guild. Clearly not getting help from anybody at this point in the season.
One thing I noticed the other day when I was looking at the Sun guild description.
What?
They don't have a guild description. They just have 3 dad jokes in them.
They also says, we're not looking for new members.
What did the mayonnaise say?
Find them. Huh?
When what did the mayonnaise say when the refrigerator door was opened? Close the door, I'm dressing.
Is mayonnaise dressing?
I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Did you hear about the guy whose left side was cut off? Well, he's all right now.
Bogle, I feel like this is your guild.
They're full, apparently.
Yeah, they're not looking for new members.
No, too bad. That would be a perfect fit, I feel like. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would. You're old. You're into spreadsheets. not
Yeah,
very good at the game.
sure.
All
Oh,
these things work
I
in
think I
tandem.
applied to Sun once, and then at the time I had a little dispute with the guild leader at the time.
Oh no.
Let me take a selfie. Because I think a few months before that even occurred, we had a little disagreement on a tier 7 Tinkerer journals trade. And I remember that he, I think, said that, no, your price is too high and I don't like your approach. And then since then, he must have not liked me, I think.
Bogle, your approach is pretty harsh when people approach you about business deals. Like if you think that they're just not correct, you're just like, okay, thanks, bye.
Uh, I mean, I only have so much time in my life, Chosen.
I know.
And
People don't understand how many messages you get about mounts and bags and laborers
the
and
mount dudes
can
are
you
the
tell me where to
worst,
find
Chosen.
Chestnut?
The mount dudes are the worst. The skins, right? Where there
Hmm?
is a sort of established price on the market, and you can check like 3, 4 different trade channels, and there's various prices, like 300, 400 mil maybe on an expensive thing, and then you get like 10 messages. Hi, I'd like to buy your 400 million worth mount for 120, and you're like, what? Yes, yes, 120, and that's half of the messages, and it's, eh, yeah. Oh well. Oh well. But what are we talking about today other than me, Chosen?
Um, I don't know. What do we have on the notes here, Bogle? I mean, I'm still trying to hit the advertising button and make the numbers go up here in the channel, and trying to give out gold because I feel like that's the most important thing that I can possibly do to make the audience happy. But I heard that you said we have a lot of news. I see some PSAs, things that we've talked about before that we need to talk about again, such
Hmm.
as the very important topic of game moderation.
Yes, yes.
Dun
Do you
dun
want to
dun.
join the game moderation team? Mythasiri went to the forums, the community manager, and made a little post here that reminds everybody with the additions of 2 new languages in 2020 and the community growth. We'll talk about that later. That we saw it is time to reach out and recruit more moderators, specifically for Chinese, Korean, French, Polish, Russian, and Turkish, and for the SEAOCE time zones, which can include
Yeah.
English. So
Well, that does include some English, and I think what they're looking for is people who are bilingual and can speak both languages. Or
ideally, I guess, yeah.
yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if they could just get more English speaking mods too. I wouldn't mind that. Hint, hint. More mods. Just more mods would be good.
So yeah, if you are interested or know somebody who might be interested, moderators at albiononline.com with a little bit of a template, I'll link the forum thread, and maybe you guys can do us all a favor and share it around, maybe in your guild or
Please do. Well,
anywhere else, and then
uh,
we'll have some better moderation or more
some of
moderation.
them,
So
some of them should share it with their guild. Not all of them.
who shouldn't share it, Chosen? Now
Arch. I say that as I realize both my mods are from Arch in channel right now. Mm,
I think every group has a few capable people and a few people who should probably not read that message.
Probably.
Yeah, so
And they're all
share
going to
it
apply,
anyway.
though. I got to tell you, the best is when I get people who like apply and then like I go and I search their message history and clearly they shouldn't be a mod. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't be a mod because of A, B, and C. And they're like, oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate your time. And then they immediately shit talk me in their guild. Like, it's like you do realize the reason I was able to get your messages is because I'm in that channel with you. I'm in that channel. It's amazing.
Season 12 Crystal League announced. We have the dates. High stakes Crystal League competition returns. The dates have been set June 12th, June 13th, and that is after the end of the season, correct? That's season 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have 8 teams. They changed the way that those 8 teams get into,
Hmm.
which is great. It's kind of awesome, I got to tell you. Like the idea of just saying we're going to let 8 teams in,
The best
regardless
8
of
teams. Yeah.
how many teams win a level 9 or 2 level 8s or 7 level 7s. It doesn't matter. You get in based on your rank according to how many 9s you win, the 8s you win, the 7s you win, and so on, weighted accordingly against the different teams that you would face off against. And we'll get 8, so it's a nice even number, have a really good single elimination, situation going on in the first day, and then we'll have the ranks on the second day. Actually, it's double elimination. I take that back. Double elimination on the first day, and then the ranking on the second day. It'll be really good. I really like that as opposed to accidentally getting stuck with 7 teams. Like
Lesson learned.
When I saw that last season, Bogle, I was like, oh God, thank God that I don't have to be the one to come up with the method for determining the 4 teams that get into tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure Retro was like, let's never do this again.
Yeah, sometimes things are better easy.
Even is better.
Right. Yes.
And 8's a really good number to have in a tournament, I think.
The last few experiences with that tournament were pretty good, and you're right. I think 8 is a good number. And it's still all to play for. It's still a 2-month long season, so there will still be a few fights over the progression into the level 8s and the level 9s. And I think we do have our first level 8s very soon, this weekend, right?
Isn't it the weekend after the invasion?
Don't know. Forgot. I'll check.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm looking it up. This is when you make me look stuff up. Okay, go tell a dad joke while I look this up.
I don't. Dude, I usually Google these.
You have Google right in front of you. Come on. This isn't too
best
hard.
dad jokes by Shozen 2021. Did you find it yet?
I'm almost there. Yeah, it's the following weekend, Bobo.
Aw.
It's April 18th is our first level 8.
Okay.
April 10th is the invasion. See, this is why I have to look things up. Bogle, did you know that the rites of spring are back?
I did, yeah.
It's April.
I was just Googling random dad jokes.
Oh, no.
Instead of that. And this one was kind of... I asked my dad for his best dad joke, and he said you. What kind of dad joke? This is a bad website. Hello? All right, let's
not read any of those. If they're going in that direction, we can't even go there.
Collect eggs to unlock items. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that yesterday, actually. Does it say? Yeah, April 10th is when it's over, which is...
That's this weekend.
Soon.
That's Saturday.
Yeah.
The day of invasion. We just talked about this.
Yeah. Until that time, you can get eggs in the open world that contain surprise eggs that you can actually turn in at the... Where is he? The vanity merchant down here. And there you go. Down here. There. And turn it in for cool things.
I really like the Bunny Stalker's outfit, to be honest. I think it's pretty good. And the Executioner is pretty great as well. And I feel like, although it's not next on our list, I feel like we need to transition to the winners of the art contest as a segue to the news.
I mean, partially because in the art contest that was happening in the forums, there's a reference to the Executioner that you can see on screen, which is one of the vanity skins that is obtainable with that. And yeah, that art contest, something Easter Akimbo. I still don't get that reference, Shozen. I still don't understand how you.
Do I need to describe to you what it is again for the 5th or 6th time? Okay, yes, akimbo is when you hold a weapon with your arms bent at a 90-degree angle. That's the actual definition. So this thing is correct. They're holding that weapon akimbo. However, the modern interpretation of that language is to hold 2 at one time, where you are forced to hold your weapons akimbo. So if you play a shooter and it says pistols akimbo, it means you got 2 pistols and your arms are kind of out at your hips and you're kind of like, yeah, pointing them out, instead of the way you would actually, fire a weapon, which is with your arms straight in front of you. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but when your arms are bent at a 90-degree angle at your elbow and you're trying to shoot things, you can't really aim because you're not looking down the sights. Now, that works fine when you're carrying, say, a chain gun, and you're a Doom Marine and you're just spraying and praying, it doesn't matter. But most actual uses of weaponry are used in a way where you want to aim and have the least collateral damage as possible. But, movies.
Thank you, Mr. American. I like the explanation. Thank you for your
we got lots of guns here. I know all about it.
Yeah, but so how do I get from holding a weapon in the right position to making an art contest out of that? I don't know, but that happened, and there was an art contest on the forums where you could design a weapon and you could win premium status and various skins, and a lot of people entered. We showed all of them yesterday. This thread is definitely worth a read, including that one dude who just copied the thing we already have.
It's
but
not the best one. But it does. Isn't that an animated one though? At least, doesn't it like spit out eggs?
I didn't click on it. That's
okay. Bogul's work. He's not gonna click it.
But the winners have been
announced
down here somewhere. See that? That one didn't win. That one didn't win.
That was such a good one, though.
Stormlord, that looks like one ball. Never mind. Contest closed. There you go. Winners.
We're having such a hard time finding the beginning of this thread.
Number
there
one.
You go. The Rabid Scythe that I found really interesting that Bogul was scared of. He's like, this is just scary. And I was like, it's really cool and well done. And it looks like Frank from Donnie Darko. Have you seen that movie, Bogul?
Dark Leon.
No,
made that.
Donnie Darko.
Second place went to Decius, who not only made an art piece, but also wrote a poem together with that.
Yeah.
And third place goes to Meet All the Stars with the
chicken thing.
The chicken thing. Yeah, I didn't quite get that one.
You had a really hard time getting through this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's words in it. What do these mean?
Yeah, but fun fact, we also have a couple of honorable mentions who all win 10 days of premium. So basically everybody, except for Stormlord. Right? Look at except
it's a long list. Yeah, it's a long list.
Except for Stormlord, who did the
bridled furry one.
Yeah.
The white bunny
one,
hammer
won. They all
the
won.
infernal bunny staff won. The Easter song won. The Eggterite staff won. The Easter warden won. And the Dawn of Easter won. Congratulations to all of our winners.
Winners, yes.
They're not actually all one person with many accounts.
Yeah. That's good. That I like that. And I have to say, I noticed that the quality of submissions for this forum contest was on average higher than some of the past ones we had. Not all of them, but some of the contestants this time around did a lot of work and put up a good thing. And it might be because we not only have more experience and better better artists, but also just more people. And then
more people. Yeah. I know where you're going to go with this. You're going to talk about how on Mondays we show off these people and their arts. And it's encouraged more people to become involved with the art. And then you have Mashirin, who created the Artist of Albion Discord. And that has also increased the amount of art that has been created for Albion. And the combined effect of all this is resulting in better art contests.
I mean,
imagine if we could do it for other things as well.
I think we're already doing that, Shozen. Because if you look at a higher population, get it? Population update spring 2021, player count growing in 2021. Much more in store this year, and they show this nice graph of daily active accounts.
It's
Spring
a
20
lot.
to spring 2021, 4x, 3x ish. And then
I
if,
feel like this would be even more impactful if they showed since 2017.
yeah, but then you'd have to include a dip in it.
You'd have to include that dip.
Yeah. I mean,
But if you make it
you have
like,
one here, but yeah.
condensed enough, like that dip is real quick.
True,
It's
true.
like day one and then no, Albion had a very rough launch, but
Mm,
since then has been very successful with
mm,
every major content update, and it's just been an increasing population account. I'm actually making my hand go up in the air, just like it's going up. It just keeps going up, Bogle.
mm.
I'm
Yeah,
very excited for the future of Albion. We have that mobile release just around the corner in the summer, and I think the future is very bright for Albion Online.
I like 135,000 peak in February, then March 17th call to arms, and that even pushed it over 140 daily average population.
It's ridiculous.
And then, I mean, they show mobile, which is the next big thing. And they also even say we will have some exciting updates soon on the mobile version. Stay tuned. And of course, we're already looking forward to the next big steps for the game, including our next major content update, which will focus on improving and deepening Albion's open world. Now, whatever that means. But I like Shozen.
Yeah. Oh, you like me? Thank you, Bogle. I like you too.
Oh, okay. I'll sure. I'll give. Yes, I like you too. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Dagger person wants to know, what is this open world thing? What?
I just read what it said there.
Oh, you mean the update to the open world. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So long ago in a land far, far away, we had a discussion with a developer who works on the maps, and he said one thing he wanted to do was to spruce up the open world and make many of the maps look better and have them be more mm, I don't know if organized is the right word, but have a
Less copy pasta, more design.
yeah, more design, less copy pasting, and just basically making it look and feel like there's a reason for it. And I thought that was great, and I think that's what we're going to be seeing here.
Yeah, I can get behind it. Yeah.
I don't have proof. That was a feeling when I said, "What would you like to do here?" He said, "I would like to improve these maps." And then we've gotten a couple of little hints along the way that that is something they would like to do. I, have stated in the past that I thought it was even going to make it into this most recent content update because of the changes to the Royal Zone. But I think maybe the next one.
Or the
I'm
next
not
one.
sure.
Or
I'm
the
not
next one.
privy to that information. I have the same amount of information you guys. Well, okay, a little bit more information than you guys have, but nothing, secret. Everything I have is publicly available.
I mean, with the call to arms update, they had to do a lot of rework already, right? With some of the zone design at least.
Mm-hmm.
And that also does have an impact on quote unquote open world, right? How you engage in the open world, which means outside of instances and dungeons and stuff. But I guess bigger dungeons that you can walk into, like some of the raid zones, sort of count as open world, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that sort of distinction. But talking about faction warfare, there is a series we should plug and remind people that it exists, because there's a whole video guide series that came out, made by, I think, Driz T of Sotheby's or something.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Drizzt of Sotheby's,
Yeah.
which is the hardest word to pronounce, like the Drizzt.
I think it's Driz T of Sotheby because then it rhymes.
Oh, Drizzt of Sotheby. Okay, so it's like an initial,
Maybe. I don't know
because
what
like
Driz
there's the
means, but
famous D&D elf, dark elf,
Mhm.
Dritz.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that, sir, with a little bit of help from, I think, Elsa and the video department in the SPI studios, made this guide series. I think he received a little bit of the footage that's in the background, but most of the writing and planning of that was done by that sir himself. And it's a very, very, very good introductory series to the faction warfare that came with a CTA, and it explains, I think, everything that is to know in that sort of, I think, 4-part series, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. Transport missions, faction ranks and rewards, capturing faction outposts, how that works. It's a very, very good, very well written piece that you can show to anybody who has questions. Still.
Bogul, you know how the internet always proves me wrong? It's Drizzt in D&D as well.
Okay.
They've got his like little name out there and everything, and I'm just wrong. All right, I'll take it. Okay.
I never really got into D&D lore at all, to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I played Pathfinder.
Okay.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons light.
Okay. I just had that. I have the German version, the Black Eye. It's like a pen and paper kind of role playing game when I was young. That was a different thing. Anyway, so his name is Drizzle or what? Or Drizz T? Is it like iced tea? But Drizz
Nobody
T?
knows how to pronounce it.
Oh.
They're just gonna write it at you and be like, "It's this." Can't you read like R.A. Salvatore? Come on, this is just the way he writes names. It's dark elfish in it.
I'll take the rhyme. I'll say Drizz T of Sotheby. Then it's fun.
Okay,
I'll
that's
keep
fine.
that,
I'll take it. There is that little apostrophe there.
How do we get from elves and D&D to back to Albion and moose?
A moose, Bogul. Yeah. Like elves don't ride mooses. But actually they could if you think about it. Say caribou. Caribou are reindeer. It's a relation to a moose. Elves work for Santa. Santa rides reindeer.
I think that's different elves shows.
Elves ride mooses.
I think that might be different elves. But apparently we have them in Albion now. New hide mob and raisable/rideable mount.
That looks like a really... I like how big the moose looks.
Well, I noticed that strolling out and about in the open world, there were a lot of hide animals, and all the mooses were dead, and all the other animals were still alive. So these are these are quite popular right now to hunt for their offspring too. Yeah, and of course,
are quite popular. I will have to say it's a popular animal here in the States. People like them. They're cool, I would say.
I mean, you can
they
make
have a lot
them
of personality,
cooler,
and they're huge.
You can make them even cooler, I suppose, with these skins, because the stag skin variant applies to the mises as well.
Mices.
Mahooses.
Mahoos. Ooh, I like mahooses.
So you can use that bunny skin, maybe ride around on a fancy alpaca. It's kind of cool.
I do find that interesting that you just put a skin on the moose and suddenly it shrinks down in size to the size of an alpaca here. It's pretty great. Yeah. Clearly you're not wearing it.
I mean...
that'd be gross now that I think about it. Like a moose wearing an alpaca skin. Okay, let's just ignore that. I want to stay on Twitch. Patch 2.
Yeah, I mean... That's how we got to patch 2, right? Because these were introduced with patch 2.
With patch 2.
Official patch notes came out on Wednesday, right? March 31st, is that Wednesday? I think that was Wednesday. Yes, that's last Wednesday, with the addition of the tier 6 hide mob, which is the move. Lootable offspring moose cough, and these can be saddled and ridden, and they share the skin category. That's that. Other changes from that patch was the significant increase of faction points for PvP knockout and kills. Have you noticed that?
Not so much.
Haven't been playing too much, eh? Last week.
No, I have like you know. So I re-injured my shoulder,
Oh no.
and I told you about this. I can't put my left hand on the keyboard.
Oh.
It is basically pinned to my chest,
Oh.
and has
Okay,
been for
then you
about
wouldn't.
2.5 weeks.
Then
So
you
I
wouldn't
have
notice.
no,
Okay.
and it sucks too because it came out right when I was getting really back into Albion. We had the faction fights, and it was a
Mm.
lot of fun. I was doing a lot of arenas. I
Oh,
was trying
poor
to get ready
you.
for our
Oh.
5v5 team for crystals, and I have to wait 2 weeks for surgery, and then we'll see how things go from there.
Well, best
And
of
I'll be
luck
playing
anyway.
again as soon as I can put my arm down and like put it on the desk. I'm going to be playing again. I did try to play with my. I have an MMO mouse, with lots of buttons on the side, and I tried mapping them to Albion, and I play better on the phone.
With the wrong hand? Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. It's not good. It's
Yeah,
just
okay.
it's not. Yeah. So unfortunately, I did not notice that.
Oh well, I'm sure you guys noticed it anyway. Also, what you guys have maybe noticed is that if you use a new randomized dungeon map, your old one that's open already is cancelled. I actually don't know the interaction, whether or not it wasn't possible to open a new one. Chat, maybe you can help me.
Hmm.
Or if it just had other issues. Um,
The Hellgate situation, right? Opening.
no, I
Oh, the
mean opening
maps
a
in general.
dungeon map. Yeah, I don't know if
Dungeon
Hellgates
maps. Yeah.
count for that, but
Okay.
Added a Hellgate Infamy to player stats menu. Okay, that's new. Hellgate's decreased lava speed by 30%. All right. Respawn time of faction outpost bosses from 90 seconds to 30 seconds. Yeah, I remember capturing outposts. And then everybody's like, all right, let's move on. And then one dude comes around and is like, all right, thanks, bye. Everybody already left. That was kind of frustrating sometimes.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. I will say I have noticed the Hellgate's decreased lava speed.
Because you've been doing the Hellgate show?
The Hellgate show, which will
Oh.
be back on Sunday.
Tazik, Robin Hood, and you watching Hellgates?
Yeah, we have a good time.
Looking at the new design, the new way Hellgates work. How's that
Hmm.
been going?
Very well, actually. We tried the first one on a Sunday. We moved the second one to a Saturday because that Sunday was Easter. And we were like, we'll try Saturdays. Sunday seems to be better. It has a slightly better population playing the game, doing Hellgates at that time. And also, it's more consistent because on Saturdays, we have it after the 5v5 show, right? But
Mm-hmm.
every other week, it's at a different time that it ends. So
Oh,
this way, we do it after our Sunday interviews. And I guess I can segue into this as well. We have a number of interviews scheduled over the next few weeks, including one guy who's in chat right now. We got Phaser Dude, who is part of a bomb squad for the AAA Alliance. I'll be interviewing him in the next couple of weeks, as well as Neon Crambit, one of the uh, I guess you could say, leaders of the Neon Crambit 5v5 team in the Crystal Leagues. We've been watching quite a bit of him. We're going to probably have 3 different members of that 5v5 team on the interview. And I'll also be interviewing Logic of Logic fame. He is one of the Twitch streamers here on Albion Online. We're going to talk about toxicity in game, mostly focusing on toxicity aimed at your friends and teammates. And we're just going to have a discussion about how unhealthy that is. So it should be an interesting conversation. We'll try to add something to it to make it a little bit more full. But we've got a lot of interviews lined up for the next few weeks already, and I look forward to talking to these guys.
nice. Good content. Sundays we are interviews. Yeah. Let's see. That patch 2 thing. Players entering a new Hellgate will now always receive a protection bubble. Okay, mobile joystick controls, attack losses target option. Feedback when receiving faction points for both combat log and overhead messages. Okay, that's neat because that was confusing at times. And marketplace mails will now be deleted after 30 days. Mails. Which
No,
is
you
when
get
you.
the mail that says your stuff has sold.
Yeah, that shouldn't apply to the actual countdown of your actual item if you.
Item, yeah. It doesn't get sent. Yeah, that's a different thing, right?
Right. I mean, mails that
Oh,
contain
maybe.
items, which is from like promotions or like referral skins and stuff, these don't get deleted anyways, right?
Yeah, they just stay
But
there. They can
marketplace
get lost though.
mails, I think, are the notifications you receive when buying or selling. And
Mm-hmm.
if you actually had a sell order in the marketplace that didn't sell, and then it gets put into the marketplace, that doesn't count as a mail. I think that's something else. So that should, I think, still be the full time there. That shouldn't be that. It's just a thing you get on the.
Do you remember when you had to used to click on your mail to get your money?
No.
It was a long time ago. Bogle, that was a long time ago. That was in alpha and beta. Ugh. I remember when they changed it and you just got your money and money would just show up in the bank. It was just so good.
Mm-hmm. Let's see
Bogle's
other
like, yeah,
fixes.
it's been so long.
Resolved
What with their
issues
laborers then?
that could result in players respawning in lethal zones. Ooh. Destiny board. Okay. Yeah, these are visual stuff. Cool. Yeah, that's a quick patch. I mean, and we
Yeah.
randomly got a new hide mount. I think that's somewhat underrated. I think we randomly just got a new mount and a
A
hide
new
mount
hide skin,
without
yeah.
a lot of.
No fanfare.
I mean, it's a
No.
moose, but
Well, I mean, nobody said anything that we were getting a new moose, but I think mooses are cool.
definitely. It was just a surprise. I was like, all right, guys, by the way, we do have this new thing. Enjoy.
Yeah, worked out well. I think it's cool to add new mobs to the game, and I don't think they always need to be announced weeks ahead of time.
True, 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 true.
And one day we'll get bees.
You think?
No,
No?
I mean,
Oh.
I'd like to say yes, Bogle,
Uh-huh.
but if it was gonna happen, I feel like it would have happened.
Oh, I don't think that's argument chosen because I've been feeling that way about a lot of things in Albion for a long time, chosen.
Oh, like your transport contracts.
And personal spending logs and guild logs and
Well, guild
guild
logs got in the game.
wallets and
Mm.
marketplace and many things, chosen, many things. So I don't think that argument is a. If you know what I mean.
Okay. No, I understand. There's a lot of things that you want to be able to track.
Yeah, dude. That's what I play the game for. Not because of tracking things, but see
Now,
chat.
Phaser Dude wants to really do this this question here.
Uh-huh.
Bogle.
Yeah.
Why did the moose buy a car?
Because it's a rich. I don't know.
I think I saw the answer to this one, and I just don't get it already. I'm waiting for it. We're waiting for it. This is taking a long time here, Phaser Dude. This is the last time I'm going to read one of your things if it takes this long. I'm really scared of the interview now, man. Like, the question happened. Where's the answer? Oh, God. All right, and moving on. Oh, there we go. He wanted to roll.
What?
Where's the.
There's no pun.
There's no pun.
Maybe you have to cancel that interview, Shozen. What?
I don't do moose roll? I'm not Canadian.
I don't know, dude. Maybe wheels and all. Summers.
Somersaults.
Ha.
I
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
all right.
Back to announcements. Back to
The NDA patch notes, Bogle.
yes. Retroman does this thread, right? It's a his regular updated NDA balance change thread that contains a lot of the in testing changes that was made so everybody has a similar chance at guessing impact of these changes to the market and other things and to the meta and stuff. And these are still being updated, and we are nearing the middle of the season. We are nearing the 6-week mark, and in the past, historically, that around that time frame, not exactly, but around that time frame has always been the time for a balance patch. And I'd suggest you guys look at that because there's not only discussion points for the feedback forum section, so that you can bring up and say, hey, I disagree with this because of, but it's maybe important for your comp or other things to prepare for. Always a good read.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things in here that we are very happy with. Some changes to axes that I think are very interesting. There's the idea now that when you hit somebody with an axe, in order to get the bleed effect, it has to be on the outside of the swing, where the axe head would be. I like that. That's my favorite one. There's the change to distance on Vile Curse, which is huge to me. I know it's only 2M from 9 to 11, but that means a lot to me because I don't know if you know this, but Vile Curse has a very short range.
9M apparently, yes, Shozen.
9 is very small. Like I think there's axes that have a spin that's longer than 9M.
Yeah, so read these if you're into that sort of thing. It's mostly weapon balance, right? It's not other balance things that happen, right? It's weapon balance for PvP, but that is a quite big part of the Albions. So now you know that. Oh, we also do have to show off not only or remind people that the Shozen 1, 2, 3 English. I think I lost it. I lost my English today because I was going to Hunter, and then Hunter and Challenge didn't mix these two words for some reason. Win a Black Panther, unlock it, not win. Nice at work, and it's Panther time again. If you do your challenge,
Panthers are a good one. Panthers maintain a good price. They're very cool looking.
One of the coolest in my opinion.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're very cool.
There you go. And the other one that we can show off is the referral mount, the luxury cart mount skin. That one.
Oh, that thing is really good. I like this one, Bogul.
You'll get that for referring a player, of course, and in game it actually looks like this right now. So you can see that. It's a dude who carries you around. Pretty fancy.
And if you zoom in, you can actually tell that's a mustache, and a fantastic mustache, in fact, Bogul. Go ahead and zoom in on your guy, because we weren't sure if he was a duck or a dude with a mustache.
I think that's a dude with a mustache right here. What hair?
Yeah, okay, Bogul, you're not helping me any. We weren't sure if it was Howard the Duck or a dude with a mustache. You got to go back into the zoom in at your guy. Go zoom in at your
Doesn't
guy.
go
You can
closer.
clearly tell it doesn't zoom.
Doesn't go more. I'm fully zoomed in.
Oh, okay.
That flame thing on the side seems like a temporary enhancement. That might go away.
Temporary enhancement. I like that. That's a good way of saying it. I believe that is the fire from the old cart.
Yeah, the skin that this one is based on, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I still think it looks pretty cool. If you stand the right way, it looks like you're burning your beer. Bogle, they want you to use the panning tools to show the face of the guy on the cart. You don't have your controller plugged in, do you?
No, no. Sadly, can't do that now.
All right, we'll work on it. That was one thing that Robin was doing during these shows. He was using the pan to take a look at the different places in the town, and it looked really good. It was kind of cool.
I wanna show the sky Shozen because there might not be one.
There isn't. We don't look at the sky.
Shh. So, what else can we talk about? Oh, yes. When there is the referral mount season and the new ones coming out, the last one has been extremely exciting for gold speculators because a bunch of people actually got together, and that was at the time when this whole GME stock thing happened. And at the time, the gold price spiked, like I think 400 points or something. And people were having a good time around selling gold at a higher price. And this time around, apparently it dipped to a lot.
It did do a dip.
Yeah.
Why don't you read Korn's statement on this, and then we can ignore it and move on.
Ignore it and move on.
Please.
I mean, there is no real statement on it. There's
There's a statement. He makes a statement about,
Yeah, but I mean that is Korn actually. So a rain phase on the forums went there to complain about, and no, actually Knuffeldrag is asking what happened there. And then there's this complaint by Rainphrase about something that happened like a while back with another thing, and then which had a little bit of an impact on the gold market. But Korn goes and says when issues like that happen, and apparently the gold dip was an issue. Well, maybe he's not referring to that and to the other one. Anyways, they take action, decisive action, and recover ill-gotten gains and issue bans where appropriate. That is not just critical for the health of the game overall, but in particular when it comes to gold. Also for the business model. On top of that, we always conduct a very thorough analytics of any impact on the overall game economy, and in each of these cases, the impact was minimal, even before recovery from some of the exploits that he's referring to. That's an older one. That's not the current dip. That's a thing Rainface mentioned. Dip. Yeah, it's a different one. And he just goes on to say, which becomes absolutely tiny, the impact of that after clawbacks. Of course, the main issue with all of this is loss of trust, that some players suspect that others get insanely rich to an exploit that we somehow don't care, which is just not the case. Yeah, and that in his example that he's referring to, gold wasn't affected, and that couldn't be used to gain silver. Well, doesn't really mention
the current one.
The current one too much.
That's why I just want to read it and move on.
I see.
Because we don't have any good information.
There's nothing else on it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing else on the current one, other than it happened. Gold is down. And I really.
I mean, I think it is significant to mention the decline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over the 2-month high that we had with when the last referral amount came out.
Yeah. That was a pretty good bump. That's a 400 difference now.
Yeah.
So.
And going from that to now, I would attribute that partially, at least, to the CTA influx of players with more people just, selling off gold, and then people paying less for it. But yeah, speculation is an interesting thing. Last time around, it went up. This time around, it went down. Good luck on the next one. It's a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I lost a lot of money, Bogul.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Oh. So you have your silver in gold, and you're like, oh, now it's worth, what, 10% less?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a good way to lose, at least it's not my retirement fund, I'll say.
Who has his retirement fund in Albion Gold?
I didn't. Nobody should.
Don't speculate on your own risk, guys. That's the TLDR.
That's what they're saying. Just invest at your own risk. Sometimes it's good to stay in silver. Sometimes it's good to stay in gold. Yeah.
Community news. We are at that point in the show we're already over, and we need to talk about the community news.
Oh, the hand-holding map. I put this. It's like right here underneath the corn gold dip. You have the hand-holding map 7.04.
It was this time around made by Warder Grip, which sort of, for this time around, at least took over for Capybara, who I think stopped.
Yeah, Capybara was like, this is overwhelming. I thought this would be easy. I thought I would have help. I have no help. Oh my God, why am I doing this?
Yeah. So, the great man nevertheless took the time and effort to compose this map with what looks like the current world power division of who owns what, the biggest coalitions. And of course, the big thing is help the guys out. If you want to keep this sort of thing going for the community, they definitely need the help. Discord is down below here. And things that I see that are new on this map is Venmo, Ouch, and a little bit of the distribution. I don't know what you want to say about this map.
Well, what I want to say is if you take the squad group and you combine it with their known associate Arch and their known associate PoE and PoE's known associate Nope, that's a lot of the map.
So what
That's
colors?
a whole lot of the map.
What colors is this?
Blue, orange, red, and yellow.
That's a lot of the map.
And I think that we could even add more to that as well, but I just don't have a confirmation on it yet. So, yeah, that's a situation.
How do you break up an institution like that from inside, eh?
From inside it?
Yeah. I think there needs to be internal drama.
I tell Mojo that Syndic has been making fun of his hair.
You said what now?
Or I date both of them.
Whoa.
I'm just trying to think of what breaks up guilds.
Big sacrifice to take.
I know it would be terrible. I do have a Go XLR now, and it does have a voice changer.
So you could pretend to be Mojo or Syndic?
No, I could. Never mind.
Oh, pretend to be an e-girl. All right.
Yes.
Let's not do that, Shozen. I think that
I'm just saying, you asked what I could do from inside to break this thing up. And you're not giving me a lot of options here. One, I'm not in either of these groups. Any of these groups. I am in a
as far away
roads
as possible.
Group. Huh?
As far away as possible.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm over in Brave Newbie, which I don't think has any association with any of these guilds at the moment. It did have a previous association with Arch, but that was not very strong. And now I believe they're not rolling with them. And again, I have not played in going on 3 weeks.
Poor Arm, yeah. I mean, it's still fun to see the map and to see the development over time, and it's I will still be very happy once we see a sort of continuous effort by the guys. Definitely, again, a shout out to Watergrip and the Discord for putting this up and doing this. Thanks a lot. It's very helpful.
Sabotage dropped something in chat for new players. He said there can only be one daddy, and then he said for new players, go look up Jonah Vale reacting to Daddy Varian. It's Albion history. No, what you want to do is find AlbionTV reacting to Daddy Varian reacting. AlbionTV reacting to Jonah Vale reacting to Daddy Varian, but at one point it switches to Jonah Vale. Well, us watching Jonah Vale watch Albion TV reacting to Jonah Vale watching Daddy Varian.
I don't think that was an Albion TV Shozen.
It wasn't, was it? Was it on Lupac's channel?
I'm just being.
Yeah, it's not on our. Yeah, it was not safe for Albion TV.
No, so.
But it was the Albion TV staff on their own time.
It was Shozen on his own time. It was, hello, I'm trying to stay out of this.
Oh, yeah, that was I don't even know where to find that anymore. That might have been on King Mojo's old channel. Now that I think about it.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Because we do have one other thing, a PSA that we forgot to mention. Island move almost over. You have 10 days to move your islands if you want to.
It's a good thing. You have this option. If you don't want to be stuck where you are because it's not where you live or it's not with the faction you're fighting for, you have the opportunity now to move. I have the opportunity to move out of Carleon and move to Martlock, Bestlock. But for some reason, I've just been so... I just love my original city, Bogul.
Yeah, and I have a strong opinion on that whole island move thing because you can teleport a bunch of stuff with that. And I don't know.
So you just want it over as soon as possible.
Yes, because I'm a Carleon city based person, and I spent like a month stocking up on stuff, on resources, and I was like, all right. And now I have all my money stuck in that, and a bunch of people are like, all right, we gotta move a bunch of things for cheap until the 17th. I'm like, ugh. All right, I'll wait for that time then.
All right. Well, I guess you just gotta wait. You got your economic game to play, and everything will work out in the end. Do we want to talk about a little bit of that community news real quick? Because we do have like 4 more minutes that we could talk about things.
Go ahead.
All right. So we have Rusty Pug, the B mount guy. We talked about this on Monday.
Hmm.
I'm going to talk about it again because I said earlier today that I just don't think we're getting the B mount.
Yep.
And now I feel like we can't get a B mount.
Because then this guy would get a tattoo.
Get a tattoo.
Rusty Pug went to Reddit and said, I'll get a bee tattoo on my arm, Limehurst themed, if there's a bee mount in Albion. That's definitely raising the stakes, is it?
Mm-hmm. And I just don't think anybody wants to be responsible for making somebody get a tattoo. It's not even a bee tattoo, it's a Limehurst tattoo. Like if he's
I mean,
I think he said a bee themed, a Limehurst themed bee tattoo is actually what he's doing. Right?
He says he only yeah.
It says bee tattoo over on the left there. If the devs of Albion put a bee mount in the game, I will get an Albion bee tattoo on my arm.
Two things.
The tattoo will be Limehurst themed, as it is my favorite faction.
But the guy's only 19, and
yeah, I really don't want to get a 19-year-old to tattoo a video game on his arm.
And apparently he says he only has one achievement in life, and then counting getting a B mount into a video game as an achievement.
See, like,
I mean,
I have no problem with tattoos, Bogul.
Yeah,
I have no problems with it. But when you're young and you put things on you that stay there forever, you don't really realize that it's going to stay there forever. My father-in-law has a Tasmanian devil tattoo.
In his face?
No, it's on his back. But I'm pretty sure at this point in his life, he's like, why did I do that? My cousin, when he was, I guess we were probably 14, he got a meteorite tattooed on his forearm. A giant meteorite. It looks like Swiss cheese. I'm pretty sure now, in his 40s, he wishes his arm didn't look like old cheese.
Thank you, Grandpa Shozen, for the life advice.
Yeah.
And that's your opinion, man.
I mean, there are other tattoos that I'm completely fine with. One of my best friends has a Spider-Man tattoo on his leg. Giant Spider-Man head with like.
Wait, so you're okay with giant
spider sense?
Spider-Man?
Oh, totally fine with that one. That one makes sense. His spider sense is going off. He got that like the moment he turned 18. I don't think he's regretted it one day. Because Spider-Man's cool.
See that there's the advice already out of the door. Welcome to Albion, and I think we're done, are we?
All your base are belong to me. There is certainly regrets after tattoos. I'm fully inked up. Childhood tattoos are usually mistakes, impulsive. I agree. It's totally fine to get inked up, man. It's cool. Like, get things that matter to you, things that will last a lifetime.
I mean, I guess if the guy does a tattoo, then Albion has to last a lifetime.
Okay, I don't want to say don't get an Albion tattoo, but I don't want to say get an Albion tattoo. I don't want to be responsible for that. Yeah.
I'm looking at our notes.
Like we have nothing for this. It's just like, it's the Albion sword and fire is really cool, Bogul, but
it's also an emoji that a lot of people have.
Right.
Yeah.
You could just get an emote and use it on your computer. Just as cool. I have a business card. I hand it out to people. It's like a tattoo. It says Albion on it.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Semi-permanent.
But I can throw it in the trash if I don't like your business card.
Actually, I did something really unique with my business cards. What I do is I write
You staple them to them?
No, I write my email on it with a marker, and then I hand it to them, and it adds a personal touch because my business cards don't have my email on them because I give them to fans, right?
Mhm.
And by writing my email on it, it sticks in the person's mind that this is a personal thing. It's something different. It was given to them by a person, not by
Did you read
a
that in
marketing
some
page.
kind of sales marketing book?
No, but if you are in sales and marketing, I do suggest taking that as a tip. I did take many classes in sales and marketing and about personalizing things and making it a personal connection. You're not selling the product, Bogul. You're selling yourself.
Right. Right. How much money are you paying for every minute that we're over, Shozen, on the time? Now that we're talking about selling
Oh,
yourselves.
okay. All right, Bogul. I get what you're saying here. Thank you guys for watching. I don't want to pay Bogul anything at all. Like he's very
Whoa.
expensive. You've seen his bags.
Whoa.
They're so Gucci.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Very good price value, Shozen.
Yep. You know what I'm going to do though?
Hmm.
Before we go, I'm going to pay the fans for watching the show.
Nice.
Yes, I'm going to pull one more raffle. Actually, you know, I got to pull two more raffles. Two raffles. But get your guys' names in there. Enter the raffle. Hit the buttons. ! Raffle. Get it in there in the chat. Show your love. Make sure that you're in there. If you've already entered the raffle, enter it again. 89. Ooh, can we get to 100? No, all these guys have already entered the raffle. Oh, 92. 93. If we get to 100, I'll pull 3 raffles. 93. !
Raffle into a chat.
94.
Ooh.
I feel like I could just make a whole show of just counting numbers. 95.
I think
5 more to go. This is excruciating. 4 more to go. This is like a telethon. Oh, we're real close now.
Sure,
98, Bogul.
Let's talk about the weekend then while people
Okay, so the weekend. Yeah, this weekend coming up is going to be Invasion Day weekend. We're going to be, showing the Invasion Day. First one will have Lupac. Second one will have Robin Hooders. The Invasion Days take place at 18 and 1 UTC. We will be on about a half hour before that, showing off the content on a 15-minute delay. So I guess you can tune in 15 of, right? Generally, that's when we go live. We'll be playing Albion-themed music before that. And it's going to be a great day. We will also have our level 20 v20s. Those will be on Saturday. I think we have level 5s on Saturday. And we also have our 5v5 content on Saturday as well. No ZVZ Flex show, as that has become it's taken over by invasions. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a heads up, guys. There's Invasion Day soon. It's a big weekend coming up. And that means for some of you, there are some preparations to do. Be kind to your guild officers. These guys will be very busy over the next few days. And maybe give them a helping hand if you can. And maybe take a little bit of the Invasion Day prep stress off them.
Not Annette arrived just in time. There you go, boys. I like it. Okay. How you doing, Annette? Nice to see you again. All right, we're going to pull the raffles. Let's do this. The Leprechaun? Leprechaun? Okay. Leprechaun, you have won the raffle. Koala Walla, you have won the raffle. And
Me. Yeah?
Ido Joe and me. I Doge and me.
Congratulations, guys.
So it did say me. You said me, and you were right. That's part of their name.
I wish I could win gold, Chosen. I wish I could go.
Yeah, because you're so freaking poor.
See, there's always an application for gold. You can always use it for something. Hmm? If you know what I mean. I've been trying to do faction, currently on faction PvP recently, on my own. The numbers are red on my monthly sheet. Is all I'm saying.
Bogul, I
Yeah,
have been telling you this. This is a mistake.
I know by now. Apparently, my numbers confirm that.
This is okay. You had to make a chart, huh? You had to make a
Yes,
spreadsheet that said how
yes.
many times you died and how much you lost. All right, I want you to do the same thing for your plate healing build. Okay.
I never had a plate healing build, Shozen. Never,
Yeah.
ever,
So that
ever.
was just trolling me. That was just to troll me. You
Yes.
spent a whole morning trolling me.
Shh. That was arena. That was a different. That was all. We gotta go, Shozen. We gotta go. We have the next show on Saturday, Invasion Day. Tune in for that. We have Crystal League action on Saturday as well. We also do have action and an interview on Sunday. I hope you guys will all be back on that day. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your day. Any last words, or I will turn off the stream, Shozen.
No, you can check us out on the soundcloud.com/AlbionTV to hear all of our interviews. We have a bunch of new interviews coming up. I'm looking forward to doing them all. We have Phaser Dude, we have Logic, and we have Neon Crambit on the way in no particular order. I have to figure out what order that's going to be in, and I'll take care of it when the time comes. But do tune in on Sundays for Albion TV's interview series. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.